Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome back to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and tonight I wanted to talk about a book that I'm reading right now out of sheer curiosity, and I wanted to share a passage with you that I thought was really, really awesome from the book. So, a good friend of mine, she had this book. The book I'm going to talk about is Everyday Kabbalah by Melinda Ribner. And my friend, she read this book and then she proceeded to give it to me. She just said, "Oh, here, you might want to read this." She's like, "I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe you'll find it pretty cool too." So let me read to you the blurb on the back of the book. Um, It says, Everyday Kabbalah is the first step-by-step manual integrating the spiritual teachings and meditation lessons of the Musar, Hasidic, and Kabbalistic schools. It carefully guides the reader with powerful breathing, visualization, and transpersonal techniques through an exciting and unique exploration of self-discovery and personal transformation. Jewish meditation offers therapeutic psychological and physical benefits, including greater self-awareness and self-acceptance. It can also help you to lower blood pressure, reduce stress, and provide emotional and physical healing. While all the meditations and teachings of this book are designed to promote personal healing and well-being, some are intended to give spiritual fortitude to individuals undergoing particular hardships such as the loss of a loved one, divorce, physical pain or illness, unemployment, low self-esteem, and loneliness. Melinda Ribner, CSW, has taught Jewish meditation and meditative Kabbalah for over 14 years at synagogues and academic institutions of all affiliations, at holistic health centers and National Conference of Jewish Learning. She founded and directs the Jewish Meditation Circle, which offers ongoing meditation programs. As a psychotherapist in private practice, she uses Jewish meditation as a part of therapeutic treatment. She lives in New York City. So I just began reading this book. I'm not very far into it. As I said before, I started reading the book out of sheer curiosity. For a while after my friend gave it to me, it just kind of sat on my shelf for a bit, just because I've been so busy and my focus has sort of been elsewhere. But being a chaot, being, a chaos magician, or as I like to refer to myself, a chaos pathwalker, one of the things a lot of us do, I'm going to say a lot of us because I can't speak for every chaot out there. We're all, hey, everybody, regardless if you're chaot or not, we're all so different. I can't really speak for everybody. But a lot of us, we tend to draw on, many paths. We tend to, utilize many techniques, many things like that. So I thought, I'll read the book and I'll see what it has to offer. I'll see if there's anything in it that can enrich my experience, or if there's anything, you know, in the mix sort of for me that I can incorporate into my own practice. Because even though this is particularly, um, you know, from the Jewish, path, even still, I feel that, all roads lead to Rome, and I feel that all different, deities as we see them, as we interpret them, I feel that they are all part of the great all, as I've said many times before. They're like the facets of a diamond. There is one diamond, but the different deities that we work with, interact with, pray to, understand, what have you, they're all different facets of a greater whole. They're all connected, and yet they are individual. It's interesting. Each facet is its own facet, but they are all part of a greater whole. So anyway, there was this passage that I just read as I returned to my reading of this book, and I thought it was like so cool. I thought I would read it to you because I just really felt like, okay, this passage spoke to me because I can relate to it, or I can sort of, it resonates with me. That's what I want to say. So, Melinda Ribner. She says, some of you will object to the continual references to God as masculine, which I do throughout this book. Please do not allow the gender references to be a barrier for you. God is not male, God is not female, God is not human, God is not physical. The Bible may speak of God as if he were physical, with a hand, a foot, an eye, as if he had human emotions like pleasure or anger. God is not even spiritual. Our tendency to make God in our own image so that we can relate to him causes some confusion for many. As we learn more Kabbalah, many of these problems will be clarified. Please be patient. It is good to remember the words of Rabbi Levi Yitzchok of Beredichev. I hope I'm like butchering this name. It's so bad. Who once said to a self-proclaimed atheist, "The God you don't believe in, I also don't believe in." People usually rebel against their own limited concept of God, not against God. Some people, when they hear the word God, can't help but think of an old man on a throne with a long white beard. Often people who have trouble with the word God prefer using terms like higher power, universal consciousness, or cosmic energy. That is fine. Judaism has always had many names for the divine. I just thought that passage was so awesome. Hearing this author who she is very much, she's Jewish, obviously, and she's very much, I don't want to say in love with, but she's very much like enmeshed in and like connected to her Jewish faith. And I think that's awesome. But I also love so much that, she's saying that just because some people see God in a certain way doesn't mean that their view of God is like what God is. So I thought that was amazing, and I just wanted to share that. So, I'm still at the very beginning of the book. I'm still in the introduction. It's going to be a while yet. I read this whenever I get a chance, which is like here and there because I'm like hella busy. But what I will do is when I'm done reading the book, I will come back and let you all know what I thought of it. I'll sort of critique it a little better, I think.
12 seconds later.
God damn it, there's that spider again. I'm sorry. There's this like huge spider that... Ooh, where did he go? He went underneath the couch. There's this ginormous spider. Holy crap. I'm gonna show you a picture of what this thing looks like. Here's what this thing looks like. Okay, so you saw from the photo what this thing looks like. It it just crawled out. It was, it's funny too. I was wondering, where did this thing go yesterday? It came out. It was hanging out on the wall, as you could see in the picture that I showed you, and so it just freaked me out. This thing. Let me just make sure he's not on the couch. No, he went under the couch. Okay. So this thing, it's huge. It's like, oh my god, at least the size of a quarter. And I looked up online. I tried to figure out what kind of a spider it is. I think it's probably a grass spider, which they say supposedly isn't poisonous. I'm assuming it's truly a grass spider because I don't know. There's also the other chance that it might be a wolf spider, but I'm really thinking it's probably a grass spider. It's a really big spider though. And as you all know, spiders freak me out, but I have reason to believe that the spider might be my shadow animal totem, like one that I fear, and yet maybe it has things to teach me. I keep seeing spiders all the time. And just today at work, too, there's this girl that, it's so funny, speaking of shadow totems and how I think that the spider might be mine, she, she was telling me that she saw this huge spider and she thought it was like fake, and then she, like, I think poked it with something, like kind of touched it, and it moved, and she freaked out. She's like, "Oh my God!" And that was interesting. And I was like, "There's another reference to a spider again." And then later on, in the evening before I left work, she shared something personal with me and with our, some of our other coworkers, and we were like advising her about her situation. It had to do with like a relationship, just craziness, and we were just giving her our life experience advice, like what we thought of the situation. She felt better. I think we kind of gave her support and stuff like that, so that was good. But it's just so interesting that the spider appeared again, and then I'm not sure if that's part of it. The spider. I'm assuming the spider is a good mother because spiders, they have lots of babies and they nurture their young and all that kind of stuff. And so maybe in a sense, that spider reference popping up, it had to do with nurturing and support and care. Maybe that was part of it. I don't know. Sorry for this like added whatever, but I'm just rolling with it. So yeah, I keep seeing spiders. This spider was hanging out last night, just showed up again, and I'm gonna peek under the couch and make sure he's not like creeping out. No. Ooh, that thing was so big too. Really big, like the size of a quarter. That thing was like that big around with its legs. It's huge. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm reading this great book. Keep seeing spiders. Still don't know exactly the connection, but I think it is definitely Shadow Totem for me. So anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up because I think I kind of want to get away from the couch. So you know, I'll let the spider do its thing, but I need to get away from this couch. So I wish you blessed be an Ashe. I wish you a wonderful night. I'll let you know how the book is when I'm done reading it. I'll fill you in on any spider updates. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, anything you'd like to add, I welcome you. Please do comment below. And yeah, I guess that's all I've got for you for now. So until our next exchange, bye-bye for now.